Okay, this is just a research video for my upcoming subframe swap on my 99 Ford Contour. And you'll have to excuse, I've got some trailer hitches sitting in there, so don't let where those pieces are sticking out throw you off. But anyways, on the bottom is a 97 subframe that supposedly had a V6 and a manual transmission, and you notice it's a 4-bolt. If we move the steering rod there, you can see there's a bolt there, there, and there, and of course a lower control arm here, and then out to the knuckle, and it's even got the drive axles there. And of course this would be the front of the vehicle. And then laying on top here is a 2-bolt subframe, where we've just got the 2 bolts. And I don't have them lined up perfectly. There, that's a little bit better. But it looks like the rear bolt of the 4-bolt subframe lines up with the rear bolt of the 2-bolt, but then the front one is in between the front two of the 4-bolt. And I remember this is the one here, the bolt that the automatic transmission sets right above it, and you can't get the bolt out, so you cut it off and install it upside down and peen the ends and all that. So it looks like this actually might clear either side of the transmission enough to get it out. But interestingly enough, if you look here, these two are installed bolt head up. These two here have the nuts on top, and the ends are boogered up enough, so I bet you they hit the transmission and somebody replaced them at one point inverted. So evidently it doesn't clear the transmission still. But as we walk around here, we can see this front mount right here. It's pretty much lined up between the 2-bolt and 4-bolt. We come around here, and of course, don't let the trailer hitch piece here throw you off. But we see this little bracket here on the front. Now, this is a new old stock 2-bolt subframe, and initially it looks like, uh-oh, there's a difference. Well, this is actually bolted on. There's a couple bolts down underneath here. So that is lined up, and let's see here. Then here is an engine mount on the 2-bolt subframe, and the 4-bolt one still has the mount on it and this other bracket here. But it looks like everything lines up. The welds look the same here, and it looks like you'd probably use the outer 2 bolt holes. Yeah, I know I'm filming vertically, but this is really just for my own research, so I really don't care. Anyways, then this bracket here is the same as this one here. And on my car, the one of these bolts, this is a radiator support, one of the bolts snapped off in there because it was rusted. So it's nice having these for backups. And then as we come around over here, we see these two are in line. Here's the 97 versus the one that's 99 new old stock. And then we've got the knuckle here, and of course the 4-bolt lower control arm. And all these bolts are installed head up right there, and that one underneath the cooler, there's my finger on it right there. So then the rest of this is of course the rear mount on the passenger side, and then this is where the rack and pinion goes. And I don't anticipate there being any major differences with that. It looks like down below there's a cover. Once again, this is the trailer hitch, so ignore that. Here's the cover, and the holes appear to line up here for the rack and pinion mount. So it's a good time to replace the rack when that all comes apart. And then here we've got the collapsible shaft. If you're in an accident, that's meant to collapse, and then that fastens down there to the rack. So just doing a once around here, I'm just really pleasantly surprised to see that it looks like a manual transmission V6 powered Contour from '97, that its subframe looks like that it's going to fasten into my 99 just fine, and then I'll have the stronger lower control arms, and yeah, they do cost more money, but then I don't have to worry about having problems with the bushings separating and causing alignment issues and all that. I'll just have to make sure and tell my alignment guy to use specs from a 97, but I really doubt that any of that toe in and caster and camber is going to change. But if his spec books show that there's only 2 bolts down there and he sees 4 bolt, he'll have a head scratcher to deal with. But you can't adjust them down there anyway, so he shouldn't have to mess with that at all. Anyways, that's my research project. It's looking real promising that I can put whatever subframe in I want, and be able to keep right on moving.